dares to enter the mayhem? Soul Badguy. Get ready to rock.
Hey, what's up? It's me, Curiousjoi, and I recently got into Guilty Gear XR2 because I am getting ready for Guilty Gear 2020. I streamed it the other day and I realized I had no idea what the lore is of this game. The last Guilty Gear I played was Guilty Gear X, and well, I was intrigued. I was looking for each character breakdown here on the tubes, but I couldn't really find what I was looking for. Then I decided to make my own videos. I will be doing a breakdown of every character in the game, so hopefully I don't screw it up. I just want you to know all the information that I have was read on the internet, so if it's wrong, not my fault. But if something's missing, please let me know in the comments below because I am really interested in learning the lore of this game. So what better way to kick this off than with the one and only Soul Badguy? Well, first, Soul is not his real name. Before he became Soul Badguy, he was Frederick Bolsara. He was a scientist that majored in magic particle physics. Frederick was the lead scientist of the Gear project and then unfortunately became a prototype gear. What are gears? Well, basically they are man-made bioorganic weapons. In 2006, Frederick found out Arya was sick. Arya is Frederick's lover, I guess you can say. Girlfriend, relationship, girl. And shortly after he found out that Arya was sick, he called his so-called friend Asuka, and he forced him to be one of the very first prototype gears. When he became a gear, his form changed. He became like a demon. And that was clearly something that he didn't want to do. So he found a way to escape, and then he discovered a way to suppress his gear powers so that way he can retain his human form. The way he's able to suppress his gear form is by wearing the headband that you see him wear in all the Guilty Gear games. Not only does it suppress his form to be able to remain human, but it also hides the fact that he is a gear because of the red mark that appears on his forehead. After that happened, Frederick made it his mission to destroy all gears. It didn't matter the type, he just wanted them all gone. And during this mission, that's when he developed the name Badguy. But that was mainly because no one was able to identify him. Later on the news, there was talk about a person named Justice who was basically causing a war. It was a war. So because of this news, Frederick Badguy created an anti-gear weapon called Outrage. Outrage is compiled of 8 components called Jinki, which has the ability to amplify the wielder's magic abilities. I don't want to go into too much detail about the active members of Outrage just yet because we will get to that soon enough. Frederick's Fuokin, Fire Seal, is combined with a Singa, the Flashing Tooth, and that created the Junkyard Dog MK3, which is the weapon that you see him use everywhere. We found out how Frederick got the name Badguy, but how did he get the name Soul? Well, it's kind of simple. He met Nightwalker and Slayer, which basically went up to him and said, "Hey, you are Soul." I feel like there's something missing about this, so if you know the answer to that, please let me know down below. But anyways, back to the topic. Over a half a century later, he was recruited to the Order under the bounty hunter name Soul Badguy. He was a part of this group, this organization, the Order, until he didn't agree with any of their methods. So since he didn't agree with any of their methods, he just left. He took his Fuokin and said, "Peace out, I'm out of here, you guys are not for me." But by that time, his Fuokin was known as a sacred treasure. So he was called a thief, and this is the moment where Kai, just stopped liking him. But is it really theft because he made it, but then it didn't matter because it was a part of the Order, and then oh man, whatever, that's where their beef started. But skipping ahead to the year 2175, Soul finally met Justice. But when they fought, Soul lost. And that's when Justice found out that he was a gear. And so Justice wanted to control Soul, but unfortunately she couldn't. As I mentioned earlier, Soul was the very first prototype gear. And because he was the very first prototype gear, or a prototype gear in general, I don't know, that's kind of blurry, he is immune to commander type gears. Justice is a commander type gear. And because she was unable to control him, she didn't know why. She was just frustrated and flustered, and it distracted her so much that the Holy Order was able to seal her away and end the war. Yay! This is just the tip of the iceberg. This is only one character. And can you believe that this is a fighting game? I did read about a few story modes of the other Guilty Gear games, and I wanted to leave you with a few little tidbits that I think are important to Soul's story, but leave the rest to when we break down the other characters. In the very first Guilty Gear, Soul won the tournament, and Justice found out that Soul was actually Frederick, and then her very last words, which I'm not sure if that happened before she got sealed away or this is her dying because she got sealed away, but her very last words were, "I wish the three of us could talk." And then Soul swore to kill that man. No, literally, that man. And the last game story mode that I want to give you the cliff notes for is Guilty Gear X, and it had 3 different endings for Soul. I think in all of the endings, Soul had to fight Dizzy as the last character, but in every single ending, he let her go because he recognized that she was not a threat to the world. But on the 3rd ending, he talked to that man. And then that man told Soul to think there was a daughter. Most interesting. We will get to that story later. But that is it for me. I hope you guys learned something about Soul today, and I hope you're interested in learning more about the Guilty Gear lore as I am, because apparently there is a lot of catching up I need to do. Let me know who your favorite character is in Guilty Gear and what you're most excited for Guilty Gear 2020. Anyways, until my next video, I will see you guys later.